We've empowered the taxpayers. In many ways, that's probably why the liberals are so upset. In fact, they don't seem to understand what this is all about. I remember last March, the President of the United States went after me after one of these discussions out there and kind of attacked me for attacking public employees, which we hadn't done. But that just shows you how many times the liberals can be disconnected. And so, being respectful of the office of the presidency, I wanted to be careful that I didn't attack the office, but I wanted to make the point clear. So that night, some of you may have seen me along the way there back in late February and March, I would hold 5 o'clock press conferences, mainly so that I could talk directly to the voters. You know, be clear of the filter that the media so often provides. I want to talk directly to the people of the state. So we had a 5 o'clock press conference that night, and as you can imagine, one of the first questions was, well, what do you say in response to the president's criticism? Thought for a minute, and I said, well, be respectful, but make your point. So I said, well, I'm sure that the President of the United States must know that the vast majority of federal employees do not have collective bargaining for wages and benefits. I know he must know that. And I know that the President of the United States must know that the average federal employee pays 28% for their health insurance premium, which is double what I'm asking for from state and local government employees in Wisconsin. Because I'm sure that the President of the United States is not getting his talking points from the big government union bosses in Washington. Well, I think Hannity ran that quote about 50 times that night, and that's the last we heard from the President. And I think the reason why is because the facts are clear. You know, in our case, the facts are clear, fundamentally so. Collective bargaining is not a right. Collective bargaining in the public sector, collective bargaining is not a right. In the public sector, collective bargaining is an expensive entitlement. You see, what we did was once and for all stand up and say, you know what, the taxpayers should actually have something to say in this debate, not just a handful of big government union bosses. We put the power back in the hands of the people.